Okay, so in this video, I wanted to talk about the Apple TV. Now, you might have seen this one before, and this is, well, I do tech content, and I just felt it was important for me to mention why I personally think that the Apple TV is a must in 2024. Basically, I know what some of you guys are thinking. Hey, I have a smart TV. I don't need to use an Apple TV, okay? That's just a marketing gimmick by Apple. You don't actually need an Apple TV when you have a smart TV. Am I right? Well, hold your horses now. So I also do have a smart TV, right, from LG, but it doesn't really matter which brand. And yes, I can download apps and stuff like that. But this past year, I noticed something very interesting. Because the CPU on a smart TV is very poor, most cases, the app development is a bit slow, and you will not be able to upgrade to the latest app if your TV is just a couple of years old. But when it comes to the Apple TV, these things have fantastic CPUs. And even if the CPU is not up to speed in 2024, you can just upgrade your Apple TV. This is $100 thing, right? Because let's face it, a TV is much more expensive, but with an Apple TV, it's a very easy upgrade. So with the Apple TV, what I've noticed is that it's snappy. You get a lot of features. You can download all apps because all app developers from all the streaming sites, they all release apps for the Apple TV. So an Apple TV is a bulletproof way to make sure that you will always have access to the latest apps from their streaming services. I'm talking Netflix, HBO Max, and, Prime, and all of those, right? So for my money's worth, I think it's a hell of an investment to get yourself an Apple TV, even in 2024, even when all our TVs are smart these days. I still think that the Apple TV is very good to have. And also, you get a lot of extra features with the Apple TV that may not work just as smoothly on a smart TV. For example, if you have a smartphone and you want to show off to your friends, your vacation from Greece or stuff like that, and you can just very simply do AirPlay and you can show your pictures and videos streamed directly to your Apple TV using the AirPlay option. Now, I know with LG and Samsung, they have their own versions of this, but it's not as fluid. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work as fluidly as on the Apple TV. So aside from that, the Apple TV also has a ton more apps that LG and Samsung just simply do not have. Like, yes, it's Android, but if you compare apps released for Apple and released for Android, it's like night and day. Apps always get released much better for iOS and for Apple TV. So for my money's worth, I think it's a no-brainer. You should definitely have an Apple TV, even in 2024, when all of us have smart TVs these days. I know it feels a bit annoying that you have to have one more thing under your TV, one more remote. And speaking of the remote is actually really clever. Like, you can press the Siri button and you can talk to your TV, basically tell it to switch channels or whatnot. Or maybe you did not hear something when you're watching a movie and you can tell it, Siri, what did he just say? And it will, go back in a couple of seconds and you get it replayed again. So little nifty tricks like that make Apple TV a real standout product. It's something that tech YouTubers do not talk a lot about, but the Apple TV is actually a very good device. You can stream your music or whatnot. You got AirPlay functionality. And if you have good speakers with your Apple TV system, then, sky's the limit. So again, I highly recommend the Apple TV in 2024. Okay, it's a short little video, but I wanted to get it out there. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.